Okay, so now I want to take a couple of minutes to talk about how we use this intermediate value theorem. So I'm going to erase some here in a moment. But one thing I want to draw your attention to before I do that is right here, this rephrasing of f of c equals n as c is a solution to the equation f of x equals n. It's really important to notice here that this f of x equals n is written in the form function equals number. Okay, and so that's going to come into our discussion about how you use the intermediate value theorem. Okay, so what are the steps to using this thing? Well, the big picture is you first of all have to verify that this first condition holds, and then you have to verify that this second condition holds, and then the intermediate value theorem will kick in and assure you that you get this conclusion. But there's sort of a lot of steps to go through to verify that these two conditions hold, so I want to really break them down for you. So here we go. Okay. So to use IVT, we're going to do these things. First, if necessary, rewrite whatever equation we have in that special form, function equals number. In function equal number form. Okay. Next, we're going to sort of identify all those things that are labeled in the intermediate value theorem. So we're going to identify f in A and B. Okay. What is it out of all this stuff we're working with in the problem that are playing these roles? Then we can tackle that, verifying that first condition for the intermediate value theorem. We're going to explain how we know that f is continuous on this closed interval A to B. And I'll talk more about this in a moment. But once we've done that, once we've explained how we know that, then we'll verify that that first condition of the intermediate value theorem holds. Then we'll start working on the second one. So in order to start that, we'll calculate f of A and f of B. And once we've calculated those, then it should be straightforward to do the next step, which is to verify that capital N is between f of A and f of B. Okay. So once we've done these two steps, we'll verify that second condition holds of the intermediate value theorem. And that means the intermediate value theorem now will kick in and assure us that we get the conclusion. So now, finally, we'll use IVT to draw a conclusion. Okay, so this will be our basic recipe for using the intermediate value theorem. And we'll get into our example in just a moment. But first we need to talk a little more about how we do this step, which is explain how we know that a function is continuous on a closed interval of x values.